questions that a lot of us have been asking for a long time.
The point that actually the government was still in denial, and that actually what we were seeing in transition was a whole movement of people around the world who'd gone through the bargaining and agreement, got to acceptance, and said that actually in that sense, transition is about 4 years ahead of.
I know quite a lot about the movement. I was at the conference 2 years ago, so I mean it's kind of strange.
I'm here to get a bit more sense of direction for the whole thing.
In Rio, we are in a hill.
Met somebody from a transition movement on a conference from the Council of Europe last October, and when she decided to come to Paris to talk to people about transition, she asked me to help her to organize a room. And since that moment I'm organizing a transition initiative, or I'm trying to start an initiative in Paris.
So, like as you can imagine, we're talking about community and challenges.
And welcome to the open space part of our conference. The next step in transition for me, your mind project, my transition project.
Transition Network Conference is something we do every year. Last year was in Battersea in London, and this year we're in a more rural location again. And the idea is really, it's not really a conference as such. Conference is a bit of a misnomer because it's really very self-organising, lots of open space, lots of workshops. And the idea is to bring as many different people together who are practicing transition to talk about what's working, what's not working, what are the new ideas. So it's a very buzzy kind of an event with lots of space as well designed in for people to just go off and be quiet if they need to. I love it. I always really look forward to it because it's somewhere where all people who are just scattered all around the world doing this work can actually come together and share the experience of what is this thing that we're doing, you know, what's being successful, what needs some work on. So.
I've come from Victoria in Australia, from a town called Kawinjibora, which is a mouthful, and I'm here just to learn how the concept of transition is applied in different areas and countries as well, because it's kind of just starting up in Australia. You've got more green groups, but yeah, good to see it.
Hi, I'm from Edinburgh University, where we have a transition group. And I'm here to sort of share what we've been doing in a university context. We've been trying to make the transition model work in a community of interest, a self-defined university community, and we want to share some of the projects we've been doing, but also learn about what other people have been doing in cities, in sort of nice English market towns.
Yeah, I'm just from the University of Leeds, doing a research into how to sort of decarbonise Leeds by 2050 or reduce its significant carbon outputs. And it's led me into researching resilient communities and this whole difference between resilient and sustainability and how it encompasses social, economic and environmental aspects, obviously all of them. And then this has put me in, just found out about this transition network a month ago, and thought I'd come here and just expand my knowledge really, and meet people from all different sorts of backgrounds who can help me to understand like the problems better and solutions and how to communication.
I'm here, well, because I'm kind of interested in starting a transition corridor, but mainly really because I just thought there'd be other like-minded people here, and I wanted to sort of be in it's kind of a community event for anyone who's involved in ecological economics, transition, sustainability. So I thought it was important to be here, whether or not I do end up starting my transition corridor, because there isn't one. But yeah, I'm pleased with how it's going so far. I've certainly met some really interesting people, and also taking away some ideas that if I did set up the transition scheme, they could come in handy.